The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. I am a conservative. A lot of people say I treat them like dogs, but they do seem to get better. Now, if you have a personal health challenge you want to ask about, if you have a health challenge of a friend, a loved one, a workmate, or if you want to talk about medical politics or the home-based business opportunity, give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, it's the sort of main subject on television, it's the main subject on the radio, it's the main subject on newspapers and magazines. The cost of health care is going crazy, okay? We're talking about healthcare itself. We're talking about insurance, all kinds of government insurance, private insurance. Insurance providers are fleeing states in cities. Some are down to one insurance provider per city or state. There's many cities and states that don't have any anymore. They've just taken off. Okay, we're talking about premiums have gone up in some cases 115%. Same way with deductibles, gone up, from $300 to $6,000. And so instead of fighting it and hoping and praying somebody's going to do something about it, you have to look at an alternative course. 85% of all personal bankruptcies in America are due to medical bills. 85% of all personal bankruptcies in America are due to medical bills. So I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate and ask them for the basic program. We're talking about Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, the CD, the DVD, Epigenetics, the death of the genetic theory of disease transmission, and Rare Earth Bin Cures. Now, these three books will give you a path. You have to appreciate that there's thousands of failed medical theories every century. The 20th and 21st century is no different. The 20th and 21st century, of course, are worse because of social media, and a bad theory can impact billions of people, whereas 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, a failed theory might only impact hundreds of people, over people's lifetimes. So, again, I urge you to look at Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, the CD, the DVD. A stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. What a great CD. A stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. It goes into the cardiovascular stuff and how placing the blame for coronary artery disease and plaque and heart attacks on things like cholesterol and saturated fat was a sales campaign to sell Crisco, okay? It was absolutely fraudulent. There was no science to cause that attack on cholesterol and saturated fat. And, of course, by doing that, we wound up with low T, ED, menopause at age 30 instead of 70, adrenal exhaustion, and Alzheimer's disease. These are all cholesterol deficiency diseases. Hello. Cholesterol deficiency diseases, not too much. And so I urge you, okay, to really get going here. Don't forget the CD, Public Enemy #1. Don't forget the CD, What Kills Billionaires. This is so dramatic. We have the information. We're talking about $100 billion worth of research from the great universities around the world, agricultural schools, veterinary schools, medical schools, schools of pharmacy, biochemistry departments, $100 billion worth of research over the last 100 years, and we have the information. We have the ability, in other words, we have the stuff to make America a disease-free country. We have the stuff to make your church a disease-free church. We have the stuff to make your family a disease-free family. But you have to have the will. You have to get your family together, have family meetings, and say, okay, we're all going to listen to these CDs together. We're going to read a paragraph or a couple of pages of each of these books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Epigenetics, the death of the genetic theory of disease transmission, the book Rare Earth Bin Cures. So everybody's on the same page here because we can't afford to keep paying these outrageous fees for health care that's not doing us any good. In fact, the number 3 cause of death in America is medical mistakes. 251,000 Americans are killed each year just from medical mistakes. That's from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine a couple of months ago. The number 1 cause of death in America is agreed upon correct medical treatments. Every year, 15 million Americans are killed, injured, and infected by correct treatments. Each year, 15 million Americans are killed, injured, and infected by correct treatments. Okay? If a foreign entity like Iran or North Korea were to do that to us, it'd be war. Here's one trade that gets a walk. So I urge you to begin to look at what you can do for yourself, because we can prevent every birth defect you can name, and 10 times that many you can't. We can prevent every chronic degenerative disease you can name. Why should we do a better job in animals? I mean, think about it. You give a good commercial dog food to your dog, it's gluten-free, has the 90 essential nutrients in a high quality, and supplement a little bit extra, right, with something like Arthrodex, the EFAs, and so on. And the only time you have to take the dog into the veterinarian is once a year for a rabies shot, because that's the law. That should be the same way with us. You shouldn't have to live with 4 specialists, 27 prescription drugs. You shouldn't have to live with going to the doctor's office 3 times a week. Okay? But it takes some responsibility on our individual parts. So again, I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate and get the books, CDs, and DVDs, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission, and of course the CDs, 2 CDs I like to go along with that epigenetics book is one, A Stick of Butter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. Another one is Public Enemy #1. Then Rare Earth Forbidden Cures, What Kills Billionaires, and Dead Athletes Don't Lie. You need to be going through this stuff with your family. Family meetings. People say, well, I tried to talk to them and they're just not interested. Well, that's because they don't believe you're serious. They think there's no information. They still believe in their doctor. Remember, the medical profession is the only trade in America that has no oversight by anybody. Nobody's checking their billing systems. Nobody's checking their billing accuracy. Nobody's checking their accuracy of diagnosis or their accuracy on correct treatments. You can't do that. This is patient-doctor privilege. They've been pretty good about sending off everybody. Well, you're paying the price. So I urge you to do as much as you can for yourself, which is 99% of healthcare needs you can do yourself. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, True Aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And it's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. If you're going to do the longevity business as a business, if you want to learn how to get your products for free, okay, and how to do a great lifestyle, save a lot of money, and add many healthy years to your life, contact your longevity associate and ask for that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. It's a trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy. Wow. You know how many diseases that even medical doctors agree you can cure with vitamins and minerals? We'll talk about that next. Well, stick with us. We're going to be back with more information, but right now we want Doug to give us his pearls of wisdom.
I thought we'd talk a bit about sciatica today, as I have a story here from Fox News that is headlined, Widely Prescribed Drug for Sciatica Low Back Pain, No Better Than Placebo in Study. Say it's widely prescribed. It's called pregabalin, or better known as a brand name of Lyrica. Say it may be no better than a placebo when it comes to treating back and leg pain for sciatica. This was all published in the New England Journal of Medicine. They found that sciatica patients improved to about the same degree whether they were given the drug or a placebo. They say sciatica refers to pain that radiates along the sciatic nerve, which branches down the lower back and through the hips down each leg. According to the National Institute of Health, pain typically shoots down the back of the leg and gives some people numbness or tingling or muscle weakness caused by a compression of the sciatic nerve, possibly by a herniated disc. And this drug, pregabalin, is prescribed to treat various forms of nerve-related pain in the U.S. It's officially approved for nerve pain related to diabetes or shingles. Doctors also commonly prescribe Lyrica for sciatica, but this new study calls that practice into question. According to Christine Lynn of the George Institute of Global Health at the University of Sydney in Australia, says we do not recommend the use of pregabalin in people with sciatica. They go on to say most of the study patients had acute sciatica, which is symptoms that they'd had for less than 3 months. They say most people in the acute phase will fortunately improve with time. New guidelines outline how to handle back pain. The findings of this study on about 200 sciatica patients was randomly either given the placebo or the drug pregabalin, starting with 150 milligrams a day, and then they adjusted it up to 600 milligrams a day. And they say after 8 weeks, patients in both groups were faring better. The average pain score on a 0 to 10 scale, they started out at about 6, a little over 6, and they were down to 3.1 for the placebo versus 3.7 for the pregabalin patients. And they go on to say, what does that mean for sciatica patients? According to Lynn, she said, since already on pregabalin, you should talk to your doctor about what to do next, because they recommend not stopping taking this drug, because you can if you stop taking it abruptly, you can have seizures. And they say you should ask your doctor on how to phase out of this stuff. They say other options, according to Dr. Natalie Attal of the University of Versailles, says that common painkillers such as ibuprofen or naproxen might help. And this person wrote an editorial that accompanied the study. He's also recommending injections of anti-inflammatory corticosteroids. Not one mention of treating the problem that actually caused it, the compressed disc, by possibly maybe taking some glucosamine and chondroitin or something along those lines?
Well, you're exactly right, Doug. Of course, when you have something like sciatica, it's a peripheral neuropathy, just like Bell's palsy, just like tinnitus, ringing in the ears, gradual deafness, trigeminal neuralgia, atrial fibrillation. These are all caused by osteoporosis of the skull, the vertebrae in the neck, the upper back, and the lower lumbar area. And of course, sciatica, urgency and incontinence because of nerves taking care of the bladder or being squeezed. You can actually determine degenerative disc disease yourself. Just get barefoot in a hard floor like the kitchen or the bathroom, stand up against the door jamb, have somebody else keep a pencil level with the ground, put a dot on the door jamb, measure from the floor to the dot, see if you've shrunk a half inch or an inch or 2 inches since you were 20 years old. And you have degenerative disc disease, the vertebrae get closer together. Guess what? They smash the roots of these nerves to control things. And so they've left out the best part. Really, again, you want to get a hold of the books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy, and get on the 90 essential nutrients, and they will support and promote guess what? Maintenance repair those discs, okay, and you'll actually regain some height. And guess what? Take the pressure off the roots of those nerves, and sciatica goes away. In fact, the dead doctors don't lie at these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call the priority line at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local longevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll free, 1-888-379-2552. That's toll free, 1-888-379-2552. If you need to lose that 10, 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds or more, I want you to contact your Longevity associate and ask for the books Hell's Kitchen, the Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity, also the book Energy Crisis, learn about the keto diet, and the actual cause of being overweight and obese has nothing to do with lack of exercise and eating too much. I want you to think about Ivan, who went from 440 pounds in 7 months to 165, or Regina, who went from 352 down to, 325, went from 325 down to 175 in 7 months. And then I want you to think about Carol. Carol went from 588 pounds, lost 352, and it was a little over a year, maybe a year and a half, And all this is with just following our recommended diet and supplementing with the 90. Okay? And so I urge you to, again, contact your Young associate, get a hold of the books, Hell's Kitchen, and also Energy Crisis. Get on the program, our Healthy Weight Loss program, and don't forget to get rid of all the bad foods. And you'll lose the weight, and the best part about it, the magic is you'll never gain the weight back. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Los Angeles, California, and Lucas, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Lucas, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. God bless you for the work that you do, and thank you. I've personally spent decades in extreme pain, and after I've been almost 2 full years pain-free just doing the Mighty 90. So thank you so much. I'm calling for a friend.
Yeah, how can we help you?
A friend of mine has, over the years, had numerous heart ablations, and each time they go in, they remove more tissue. I'm going to speak as eloquently about this as I can, but I'm not that familiar with her situation. But
okay, now,
back.
Lucas, there's a question here.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question before we continue. Did they give it a diagnosis like atrial fibrillation or AFib?
Here's what I understand. They don't know why, but back in the early 90s, she had a heart rate over 250, and they've never figured out why. Mm-hmm. That led to the first open heart operation, mm-hmm. and they put in a pacemaker, mm-hmm. and every few years since, she's had to have more surgeries.
Yes.
And now...
Yeah, how much does this lady weigh, Luke? How much does this lady weigh?
She weighs 135.
135, okay. Yeah, when somebody has what's called tachycardia, very rapid heart rate that medication won't control, and also heart flip-flops and stuff like that, one of the more common diagnoses of this situation is called atrial fibrillation, and the doctors start out with a pacemaker and a defibrillator implantation. Then they do ablation where they kill the heart muscle, hoping to find the place that's running amok. Then they will do what's called a retroversion, where they electrocute you to death and hope to reboot the heart rhythm. And none of these things work because it's not a heart problem. And then, of course, they want to go to the heart transplant, and they'll run up $500,000 worth of cardiovascular procedures, and it's not a cardiovascular problem. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, before we go to the break, we got just seconds. What really is the problem? What's the problem here?
It's a back problem.
Okay, well, we'll be back, Lucas, and Char and I will give you some suggestions for her. Yeah, it's a back problem, not a heart problem. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. On the priority line, 831-685-1080. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to live to be well beyond 100 chronologically, say 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 plus, while being biologically 30, 40, 50, contact your Longevity associate and ask for the books Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Epigenetics, and Immortality, and learn how you can add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Equally important, how to add it to the life of your kids and grandkids. And you're going to learn about the diet. You're going to learn about the 90 essential nutrients and how your genes, DNA, RNA, and telomeres depend on these 90 essential nutrients for maximize your genetic potential for health and fending off disease and longevity and intelligence and strength and so forth. Again, get a hold of the books Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Epigenetics, and Immortality, and learn how to add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to California and Lucas. Okay, Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, this lady's 135 pounds, and she's been taken, or she's had 2 ablations. She's had installed pacemakers and defibrillators and all that kind of stuff, and they're talking about more ablations or retroversion and so forth. And she has the classic symptoms of atrial fibrillation, a degenerative disease of the disc in between the vertebrae. The odds are she's shrunken. Lucas, how old is this lady?
She's 48.
Okay. And even at 48, if you can't absorb nutrients, you're not getting enough nutrients in your food, you will shrink. Your disc will not be able to maintain themselves, and they will actually shrink. Vertebrae get closer together, smash the roots of the spinal nerves and cause these problems. Okay, and of course, you can relieve inflammation and pain, but it's going to continually get worse unless you give the body the genes, DNA, RNA, and telomeres, the raw materials, to do their jobs. And so what would you give a 135-pound gal, Charmaine, to deal with this?
I would give her a healthy bone and joint pack, and I would give her an extra bottle of glucogel.
And I'd give her one more extra bottle of something. What would you do?
She could take, well, she needs to get on a gluten-free diet, and I'd also give her the vitamin D3.
Perfect. You get an A+. Yeah. And Charmaine's correct. Get her one healthy bone and joint pack and an extra bottle of the glucogel, so you can take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to support maintenance, repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc, between the vertebrae. Very important here. Bone makes the bone itself. Definitely needs the vitamin D3. I'd have her take 2 or 3 of those capsules that are the 5,000 international units. She can take 2 or 3 of those capsules twice a day. There's oftentimes osteoporosis even at age 48. But as Char says, this lady's got to get gluten-free because you are not what you eat. You are what you absorb. So we want to maximize her absorption so she'll be able to get the bang for her buck and get the maximum benefit from these nutrients. And, of course, if she does have heart symptoms still, what would you do to help her with heart symptoms, Charmaine?
Well, she could take some selenium.
Yeah, she could take some extra selenium. That would be cool. I'd go ahead and give her 3 of those twice a day. It'd be 2 bottles a month. But I'd also throw in the Cardio FX. She could take 3 of those twice a day. The Cardio FX is 2 bottles a month. And they actually, it's a group of herbs that actually support healthy heart rhythm, okay? Whether you have congestive heart failure or you have atrial fibrillation or any of these kinds of things, fast heart rate, tachycardia is called, it's amazing what we can do with a nutritional and herbal approach. Again, I would urge everybody to get a hold of those books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with this stuff because doctors have failed her for years, okay? They're milking her insurance policy. They're milking her personal finances, and I'm just get crazy when you see these things. They're missing the diagnosis by a million miles here. Now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and just assuming they're ignorant, because if they're not ignorant, they know these things, then they're crooks. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. That does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And with all this stuff going on with the weather, I mean hurricanes, floods, mudslides, wildfires, the grid's going down because of just bad maintenance, or maybe, they're being hacked and all this kind of stuff. I urge you to contact your Longevity associate. Get a hold of the book Prepare. The subtitle is A Prepper's Survival Bible. And learn how to take care of yourself when all these emergencies take place. But you have to be prepared. You can't, I'm going to get this stuff after the emergency occurs. No. You have to have all this stuff on hand, including our Go Foods, 25-year shelf life. They're all gluten-free. They're all non-GMO. They're all non-MSG. and 98% of them are actually gluten-free, okay? That's Go Foods. Don't forget the Beyond Organics. These are from grass-fed cattle. They don't get any grain, so if you have a gluten problem, you can have the cheese and the yogurt and so forth because it's not coming through the milk. So contact your Youngevity associate, get a hold of the book Prepare, and be prepared. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, let's stay right there in California and head to Madru. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Madru, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a woman. She's 5'8". She weighs 140 pounds. Her eardrum is retracted, and she went to the doctor, and she was passing out, and they put a hole in her ear. But anyway, she's got ringing in the ear, and she has neck and shoulder pain, so she wants to get on the products.
Okay, ringing in the ear, it's called tinnitus. Okay, and they punctured her eardrum to relieve pressure. Is that what they did?
What happened is that she had passed out, and so she went to this doctor, and he said she had a hole in her ear, but she went to this other doctor, and they feel that she has a hole. The hole is a little bit bigger, so they don't want to go back to the doctor.
All right, and she weighs how much? 140 pounds?
140 pounds, and she's 5'8".
Okay.
And she's a cross trainer, too.
A cross trainer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what, let's see, do you know if she has any other issues, any high blood pressure, diabetes,
No.
arthritis, anything like that?
Just, she's got, she's got neck and shoulder pain, and she's a cross trainer. I'm sure she's got some little pain, but,
Neck and shoulder pain goes along with this because these sort of things can be due to, again, missing nutrients for maintenance repair of the skull and the disc between the vertebrae and so forth. And so what would you do for this gal, Charmaine, who has a hole in her eardrum? She's dizzy, got ringing in the ears, got neck pain, shoulder pain, and so forth. What would you do for her?
Well, she needs the same thing. She needs a healthy bone and joint pack. Right.
Oops. Yep. Yeah, a healthy bone and joint pack. I get an extra bottle of the osteo, so you can take 2 ounces of osteo a day. I'd get an extra bottle of glucogel, so you could take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would throw in the vitamin D3, so she could take 3 of those capsules twice a day. So she get like 20,000 international units of vitamin D3. And she's got to get rid of all the bad stuff in her diet. What would be something in her diet that would reduce her ability to absorb?
Wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Gluten.
Okay, gluten-free diet. Yep, got to get on a gluten-free diet, no inflammatory foods. And then give us a call every couple of weeks, Madru, and let us know how this gal is doing. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Illinois and Maryland. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Maryland, you're on the air.
Hi, Doc. Thanks for taking my call. Okay, try to make this as quick and short as I can. 107 pounds, 64 years old, and I'm basically been told this week after a colonoscopy that I have gastritis, and the doctor wants to put me on Prilosec for 3 months, and I don't want to do the Prilosec. I know what that stuff does.
Well, I'm just very interested how this guy can diagnose gastritis from a colonoscopy exam. Your colon is about 30 feet away from your stomach. Okay. Now, let me ask you, do you have any skin issues? Do you have any skin issues, any eczema, dry skin, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No, not really.
Okay. Have you ever had any asthma, bronchitis as a kid?
No.
Okay. Were you ever diagnosed with anything like irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Sister, yes.
Now, does she have any health issues?
Just arthritis that I know of.
Arthritis, okay. All right. Charmaine, what do you think is going on here?
She needs to have some stomach acid because what's happening is the bacteria in her upper intestines is getting up in her stomach, and that sounds like she's got too much acid, but she's really got not enough because the stomach doesn't have enough acid, and the bacteria from the upper intestine gets up in the stomach where it doesn't belong. And then when food hits it, it's like bread in the oven. It expands, and that's where the bloat, burp, and belch comes from.
You're exactly right. Very good. You get an A+, dear. Okay, and so basically we're looking at, do you salt your food, Marilyn?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let's see here. And the Shar said, do you get any belching or burping or bloating, anything like that?
Once in a while, late at night, I'll get a little acid reflux.
Okay, is this when you lay down?
Usually, yes.
Okay. Yeah, and Char's exactly right. When you do not have enough stomach acid, see, this should be called lack of stomach acid reflux as opposed to acid reflux, lack of acid reflux. What happens is, as Char points out, when your stomach is not sterile because you don't have enough stomach acid, your pH in your stomach, instead of being below 1.5, let's say 1 or 1.2, gets up to 3 and 4 and 5 and is moving towards neutral to 7. Yeast and bacteria grow in there, and they will ferment fiber and carbohydrates and sugar and generate gas, which causes reflux and gastritis and bloating and so forth. So I'd ask you to continue salting your food so your chief cells can make more stomach acid. And what would you give her as a supplement program?
I give her the Healthy Digestive Pack with the enzymes in it.
Okay. Healthy Digestive Pack, exactly right, A+. And go ahead and take 1 or 2 of those. At 107 pounds, I start out with 1, 2 minutes for each meal with a couple ounces of water. And let's see here. And also, that has the probiotics in it, the Healthy Digestion Pack. Go ahead and take a dose of probiotics twice a day in that Healthy Digestion Pack. And stay away from all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens. And then call us every couple of weeks, and we'll walk you through this. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Chicago, Illinois. And Dave, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Dave, you're on the air.
Hi, Doctor. It's so good to talk to you again, sir.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I got a dear friend that is 61 years old, 5'11", and height and 170 pounds. He was involved in a car accident. His car got hit from behind real hard 2 years ago, and due to the pain in his back, he gave into having surgery in his back, and now he's suffering with sciatica for the last 3 months. And they tell him that it's going to go away, but it's not going away, doctor. So I got some tickling on his feet and restless legs.
Yeah, that goes along with the sciatica, tickling in the feet. And, of course, when you get a rear-end collision, you get what's called whiplash in the neck and the lower back and so forth. And this can cause constriction of the roots of the spinal nerves. It can cause compression of the spinal cord. And that goes along with the sciatica, which has to do with a whiplash injury in the lower back as well as up in the neck higher up. And so at 170 pounds, what would you do for somebody with sciatica that may have resulted from a impact, rear-end collision, Charmaine? What would you do for them?
2 healthy bone and joint packs.
Okay, 2 healthy bone and joint packs. Stay away from all the bad food, 15 glucogel a day. I'd also get a little bit of extra of that vitamin D3, 3 of those capsules twice a day, 2 bottles a month, and then call us every couple of weeks, Dave, and let us know how this guy's doing, because he should repair very quickly. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture. With 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more, than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, let's head to El Paso, Texas. And Eugene, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Eugene. You're on the air.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Doc. Hey, listen, I'm 68 years old, 286 pounds. I'm not gluten-free. I've been on Youngevity for 2.5 years. I went to the VA, and they did what is it called, echogram. They found stenosis on my aorta, which has plaque. They gave me a 0.3. I don't know what that means, but they said if it got up to 0.4 or 5, they'd have to operate. They might do the new procedure where they go through the groin and cut out part of my the damaged artery. But I don't like. They want to install like a plastic tube or something.
Okay. Well, first of all, how tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, 5'10". 5'10". I'd like to see you weigh like 180.
Yes, sir.
And so you're how much?
286.
Okay, so you're 100 pounds overweight here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have gray hair?
Yes, not all. Not as bad as my brother's.
maybe some salt and pepper there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a history? Do you have any history of skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
Dry skin a lot.
Okay. And do you have any history of bronchitis or asthma as a kid?
Bronchitis, I believe.
Okay. Okay, Charmaine, what's going on here?
He has a gluten intolerance.
Absolutely. And when you can't absorb nutrients very well, your body will actually gain weight because when you have a gluten intolerance, you have damaged intestines. You can actually absorb calories because sugars are only 5 or 6 carbons long, where these nutrients you need to prevent being overweight and prevent these damages to your body parts like your aorta. You need to be able to absorb nutrients. Well, you can't absorb nutrients, and that's why people get overweight. So what would you do for him? He's got an artery problem here, and he's got a weight problem. What would you do for him, Charmaine?
Well, he really needs 3 healthy brain and heart packs, and he needs, obviously, to get on a gluten-free diet, and he should take the vitamin D3 too, and he can take REV for the Rev for the weight problem.
Okay. And what would you do for artery disease. He got plaque in his arteries. What would you do for him?
Give him the Ultimate Daily Classic and the Niacin Plus.
Absolutely. So, obviously, Char's giving you the ideal for somebody just short of 300 pounds because this goes by body weight. And if it becomes financially burdensome, you can cut it down to, for a 200-pound guy, it'll just be slower, okay, but it'll still help you. And as Char says, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. Get rid of all the bad foods. And then you want to take, I'm going to give you the obvious and the optimal, as Char said, but you can cut it by a third if it's a financial burden. You should get 3 healthy brain hard packs per month, a full dose serving at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you need, again, you need 3 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. They're going to support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow to obstructed arteries. And some of these nutrients are very, very good about supporting maintenance repair of arteries, including the aorta. And we've seen some wonderful things happen with aortic aneurysms and stenosis and so forth with this program. And then, of course, as Char said, also I would throw in the Ultimate Niacin Plus. I'd go ahead and take 6 of those a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner, be 3 bottles a month because the Ultimate Niacin Plus are very small bottles. And let's see here. I think that's exactly correct. And so give us a call. Don't forget, obviously, or optimally, you would take 2 bottles a month of the Rev, R-E-V, which would be a dropper full, not a drop, but a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, a second dropper full under your tongue 15 minutes before each meal. So 2 droppers full before each meal, 1 30 minutes before the meal, 1 15 minutes before the meal. Let them absorb through your oral tissues. Don't swallow it. It won't hurt you if you swallow it, but you won't get maximum benefit. And then call us every couple of weeks. We're going to want to know your blood pressure. We're going to know your weight and any other measurement you can give us. Anytime you go to the doctor, we want some kind of information, whatever the doctor's sort of appraisal of what's going on here. You staying the same, you're improving. And the goal here is to lose some weight and give your body the raw materials it needs to maintain and repair itself. No matter how good your genes are, your DNA, RNA, and telomeres, they require nutrients to repair themselves. So let us know here. Eugene will walk you through this. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Really great testimonies and questions today. Thank you so much, Char. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug and Sam. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.